Okay, so on this next lesson, let's create an object and then align it onto our model here. So first, I'll create a box. I'll just click and drag here in the perspective view so that I can create one. So let me repeat that. I'll just click and drag. You have your length and width. Release the mouse, drag forward, and you have the height. Okay, now I'll click it and then I'll right click. So now I have a box here. Okay, so let's do some measurements first. So let me just explain to you. In 3ds Max, by default, every number that you see here in the measurements is equal to 1 centimeter by default. But it depends on your 3ds Max default. So let's see the number measurement first. So select this box, go to your modify panel, and then go down here in the parameters. This is what I was talking about. So this is what we call the measurements. The numbers that you have here, they are always by default equal to centimeters. Okay, so let's check if we are of the same units. So that means even though there's no cm here, it means these are centimeters. So I'll just go here into my customize unit setup, and then I'll go down here in the system unit setup, and as you can see, by default my system units, or the numbers here, is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, so that means 1 unit or 1 value is equal to a centimeter. So that means this is 48 centimeters, 39 centimeters, and so on. So I'll just press close on that, close here. So now I can set this to, let's say, 100 by 100, and let's say 100. So I'm doing this just to say that this box is actually 100 or 1 meter by 1 meter. Okay, so that's the measurement that I have for my block. This is a 1 meter block. Okay, so here that means I am planning to do that each of these tiles that I have here, or blocks that I have here, is equal to 1 meter. Okay, so that's what I did. Now it's time to align that. Okay, so I will align this first. So I will use the move tool, and then I will position the object at the center of the viewport by going here at the UCS. I'll type 0, tab 0, tab 0. That means in the UCS, it is the user coordinate system. It means it's at the center of 3D space now. Okay, so now this time I will switch to Q. Q means selection tool only, so it's not a move tool, so it will not allow me to move. By the way, by default earlier, this is the move tool, or the shortcut for that is W. I switch to Q, or the selection tool, and the shortcut for that is Q. Next, here in the reference view, I will just press middle mouse and then I will drag. Okay, that's the shortcut for view pan. Middle mouse and then drag, and then I will start to, as you can see, I am able to move the view actually, right? I am able to move the view and align my object. Okay, so that's how we are aligning this. We are aligning it by view, not by movement. Okay, as you can see, the box is still at the center of 3D space, and that's very important. And here I am positioning it to be aligned with the reference. Okay, next thing, I will press Control R. Control R is the view rotate. The view rotate allows me to rotate the view or tilt it to align further my object. So right now I'm aligning my object here onto the lines of the reference so that I can easily resize it later on, or I can easily position it later on in tracing. Next thing is I will right click to exit the view rotate. Again, the shortcut is Control R to bring out your view rotate handles, and then I will right click and exit. Next thing is I will resize this to a smaller, or I will fit it onto the blocks there. So what I will do is I will just zoom out. So using this, right, I'll click this and then I will just drag and it will start to zoom out. So as you can see, I am zooming out, I am resizing my object, but as you can see, it still stays the same. It's at the center of 3D space and the measurement are still the same. So that means I am just zooming out to have this fit my reference. Okay, so the next thing that I will do now is, again, I am pressing the middle mouse to pan and fit it here. Okay, so let's say that is where my object or my modeling is going to start. I'll press Control R to do a little more tilting to further align it, and then right click to exit. Pressing the middle mouse again and dragging, Control R. So this is just a little bit more tweaking of the view, and then I can press letter G. Letter G is to turn off the grid. If it is confusing you, you can turn it off. You can turn it off by pressing G. Now I am ready to model because I have my object positioned and aligned with my reference. So I'll see you on the next lesson.